You guys are the most advanced group of people I have ever spoken to. I really mean that. And Krista and I have been friends for a while, like doing this together, and Diane knows too, where we live in Lehigh Valley, we never would have gotten this kind of reception. We were not prepared for the reception we just had there. We were like, oh my God, people really get this. They actually want this, they get it. You have no idea. You're just so amazing. I am so blessed and so grateful. We all are. We're so blessed and so grateful to be here. And Diane's a little intuitive. She just knew she had to come along with us. So she tagged along in the backseat with us because she knew you guys are just, you're amazing. And I am just so grateful and appreciative. So I hope, regardless, I did. Oh, somewhere in there is my little sign up to get in my email list. But in that blue, there's a blue thing with all of our, it's a clipboard. Somewhere there's a clipboard already with the sign up sheet. That's it. So you can sign up to get on my, please do, so I can send a special gift and thank you out to all of you. So I really appreciate if you all sign up, and or if you go on my website and you can sign up on my email list on my website too. So it's lisaalexander.com so that we can stay in touch. I promise you, you will not be inundated with emails from me. As Krista knows, see, she's like, yeah, no. I am not a computer person. What?
In the list, your prompts to say hello.
Yes, I am. I get back to people. People are always amazed. Like, wow, you got back to me right away. How do you do that? So I do. So.
Well, thank you for educating those people who know nothing about it, because you raise their consciousness.
Yes, and
we're trying.
We're trying. Yes, it's one person at a time. It was interesting because when I was up in Pike County in the Liberty country, with all the people stealing and hunting on my property and all that stuff, I was getting so frustrated because I got all these degrees and certification in green building science, and I spoke about it. I was a correspondent for MSNBC when they cared about green, and I could not get people in my community to go green, and fracking came in. It was just so heart-wrenching. And then one day I finally got the message. I heard one person at a time. I wanted to make the whole world go green, save Mother Earth. It wasn't happening. One little person. But I heard one person at a time. And that's what I'm doing with the Tuning Forks, one person at a time. As a matter of fact, I have a registered logo. Live Better, Live Green was my old company, and it has some organic cotton t-shirts. We only had like 500 made in total. So if anybody would like any of them today, they're $10 because we passed Earth Day. But anyway, that was my trying to save the whole world at once in Mother Earth. But it's really raising the vibration of one person.
We're saved.
You this one.
The world is saved.
So I want to show you, for those of you who bought forks, and I apologize we ran out because again, like I said, I didn't expect such a great reception. If you go to my website, you can also order forks from the website. They are replenished by ManyVibe because mine are custom made to very specific frequencies. I'm a real nudge, they know that. So you're not going to find these. They don't sell out to wholesale in the market, so they work for the medical community. So you can go on my website and get those. You can call me. I am like that type of person. I have a hard line with the cord even. So you can actually call me and I'll talk to you. I offer a free consultation. So please feel free to call me because depending on what you want, I mean, I might be a little far away, but I do have some practitioners in other areas. And I can make sure that I connect you to the right practitioner. Now, my practitioners are only at level 1 right now. I'll tell you that. But in the beginning, sometimes that's really all you need, is that level 1 tuning. And the practitioners know that if they run into things that they can't open, to send you off to me. And you're welcome as well. You guys are certainly welcome in my home. I work from my home in Nazareth. I do a meditation class on Tuesday evenings, just once a month, first Tuesday of the month. And I bring all my sound tools out, my singing bowls, my forks, and I go around everyone individually. And we can't do that tonight with the meditation because there's just too many of you. We're going to go through that chakra clearing meditation. And Chris and I are going to at least kind of stand in different corners of the room and go through each of these. But I'm going to show you quick. So you kind of got the idea, we went through that, you know how to use that. The angel forks, mine are old-fashioned, so mine are the ones I created. These are the ones I have to break down when I don't. So I was tuning a house, because you can tune houses. I was clearing a blessing and tuning a house, and I swear I must have left them there because the clients that hired me to tune their mansion. I didn't expect this huge house when I got there. I'm like, oh my God. I then did 3 tunings that day, so I was high. Because I called my original company Vibrational high for a reason. Because when you get up off the table, you will feel high. Diane? Yes. You will feel high. I have to ground you with the own fork to bring you back down. I've had one, a friend of mine, she said after I tuned her, she was driving, she felt herself looking at her body, and she did grab the steering wheel and pull herself back up. And then she went to the grocery store and thought she was having a flashback from her crazy days in New York City in the 70s. So, yeah, so you really do get high, and that's how we've been able to wean people off the drugs, whether they're prescription or street drugs. Because we replace that high, that euphoric feeling, and it sustains, it lasts. So anyway, so the angel forks, what you're going to do with them is, instead of saging your house, you're going to send that vibration to all the corners, just like you would sage. So think about that, and for yourself. Now these are very high frequencies, they're in the 4,000 range. Don't use them around your animals. They're a little too high. You can use an own fork around the animals, but not too close, because remember, dogs hear 4 times more than you do, so be careful. But I can tell you this, if you ever come to my house for treatment, you'll be greeted by 2 very loving dogs, and they'll be all over you when you come in. The second I hit the forks, they'll go zonked out. One sleeps at the foot, and one sleeps at the head of the table. So yeah, so it does help too, if you have animals, and just being in the room while you're doing this, it helps them just build it right to their ears. So that's pretty much what you want to do with your the forks. One of the angel forks, if you buy them, says 4096. The one with the 0 is also what we call a crystal tuner. And I don't have a crystal here. But if you were to take it on a right? You need a flat edge. This is a Lemurian. We're going to do this. Here we go. Awesome. That's Krista, by the way. She's my partner in service. So what you're going to do is, there you go, need the mic. So you can use a crystal to tune a crystal or to work your heart chakra out. Okay, so that's something you can do. Alright, so I guess we're going to get ready for the meditation. So let me get my forks ready. Order. So when everyone get in a comfortable position, I'm going to use my mic. This is going to sound more. So everyone, take some nice deep belly rest. Breathing in and breathing out. Try to take nice, even breaths in and out. And start to feel your body relax. Starting at your head, feel the relaxation coming down your skull. Down your face. Feel it moving down the back of your neck, the front of your neck. Breathing in, allowing your shoulders to relax, expand. Feeling that breathing going down your arms, finding everything just flow out your arms, out your fingertips. With each breath, go deeper and deeper and deeper. Allowing all that no longer serves you to just flow out with your out-breath, bringing in good air, fresh air on the in-breath. Bringing that relaxation down from your shoulders and arms, down into your chest. Breathing in, going deeper, going down to your abdomen, letting go, expand the belly. Feel that relaxation going down to your hip center, down your thighs, down your knees, and deeper down your calves, your shins, through your ankles, out your feet, out your toes, and just let it all go down deep into Mother Earth, deep
down into Mother Earth. Feel that breath going from the top of your head, through your whole body, and connecting into the core and the heart of Mother Earth. And now I want you to picture a beautiful white light above your head. You're going to see that light start to descend down towards your head, like liquid light. Seeing it like a strand of neon. Seeing it coming into your crown center and start to swirl around and around and around in your crown center. And as it's swirling around there, it's picking up any debris, any negative thoughts, anything that no longer serves you, and it's swirling it around and around and around. And now we're going to listen to the sound, the solfeggio frequency 963 for the crown. As you listen to the sound, picture this light swirling around and around your crown center, picking up all that no longer serves you. As we get ready to allow that liquid light to start to funnel down like water going down a drain or like a tornado, funnel that liquid light down into your third eye center. When it gets to your third eye center, you'll see that white light has now changed to a violet. See it spiraling around like a halo around your head. See this beautiful violet liquid light spinning around and around and around. And again, it's picking up all that no longer serves you. Anything that's clouding your vision, anything that's not allowing you to see, send it off into that swirling light. So we'll keep draining this down and away from us. But see it swirling around as you listen to the sound of the 852 solfeggio frequency of the third eye. While you listen to the sound, envision that spiraling halo of violet liquid light. Allow it to pick up any negative thoughts or anything that's holding you back from seeing. As it spirals, as it swirls around and around and around. And again, getting ready to go down that drain like a little tornado, spiraling around and around to your throat center. When it gets to your throat center, that liquid light turns into a beautiful blue. Blue like the sky, blue like the ocean. See it as a halo around your neck, spiraling around and around, expanding out your chakra center. See this blue light picking up all that no longer serves you at your throat center. Anything that holds you back from speaking your truth. Allowing your thyroid to receive the healing of this blue light. As we listen to the sound, the solfeggio frequency of the throat center, the 741 salt. Drain down again, this time into your heart center. So if we get to the heart center, it'll turn to a beautiful emerald green. You may even see it speckled with some beautiful pink rose quartz. time, let's make that halo of liquid light a little bigger, because our heart center is where they all meet, our most important center. So allow it to expand around your whole heart center and lung area. This large green, emerald green, spiraling liquid light as we listen to the sound of this arpeggio 639 frequency for the heart. Heart center takes on a lot of hertz, so really let it diffuse. See it taking away all that no longer serves you there, every hurt, every unkind word, every betrayal, any loss. See it all swirling around and around and around, allowing it to drain down and away from your heart center as that liquid light now turns into a beautiful yellow golden color and gets down into your solar plexus area. See it like a small hula hoop around your waist. Allow this beautiful yellow golden light to spiral around and around and around. As we listen to this arpeggio frequency of the 528 for the solar plexus and me. Just let that liquid light keep spiraling around, taking away all that no longer serves you in your solar plexus. Allow it to spiral around, and any time you might have lost your power and your will, allow that to go away. Allow your digestion to flow as this beautiful yellow liquid light spirals around and around, and this time funneling down into your sacral area, turning into a beautiful orange color. See this beautiful liquid light surround your sacral area, spiraling around and around, allowing you to create all the things you want to create in your life, allowing you to create, become a new vibrational sound practitioner, bringing everything you can to your life to help yourself create a better life for you, as well as creating a better life for others, as we listen to the sound of the arpeggio frequency from the sacral chakra, the 417 ray. So let's allow this beautiful orange light to spiral down again, funnel down that drain to one more chakra, the root chakra. So as it goes from the sacral to the root, see it turn to a beautiful ruby red. Allow it to spiral around and around. Everything from above has been drained all the way down. The root is your foundation. Anything that no longer serves your foundation can fall away, making your foundation even stronger when it's met with powerful positive vibrations. Allow this liquid light, this red light, to spiral around and around that root center, funnel down, go down that drain one last time. This time we're going to go deep into the heart, Mother Earth. Everything that you drained from above, allow it to go right down to Gaia. Allow Mother Earth to take all that no longer serves you, all your pains, all your hurts, all your losses, everything that no longer serves you. Let it go deep down into the core of Mother Earth. She'll transmute it into something good, allowing you to be a beautiful, vibrant, high-vibrating rainbow of color. Center that last little bit. Let it drop down. As we listen to the sound of the Om. Internal thanks to Father Heaven above, who dropped down that beautiful divine light that turned into every color of the rainbow to vibrate through you, to cleanse and clear. And send your gratitude to Mother Earth for taking care of it on the opposite end, rooting you firmly into her presence. You can start taking a few deep breaths and slowly start to come back into this room. Wiggle your toes and fingers. So for those of you who bought that CD, all these frequencies are infused for a solid 2 minutes without the stopping that we have to do here. There's a really great chakra clearing. I've sometimes tested people before and after with the pendulum, and that meditation alone with those frequencies has kind of cleared and kept them open. That's why I created that for my clients who live too far to see me in any regularity to use that. So are there any other questions for this evening?
Are there any issues with practicing, like massage therapist, like license?
There's no licensing for vibrational sound therapy, which is a good thing. That keeps us from having to worry about anything. No one's breathing down our neck. They don't understand or know about any of this yet. So we're pretty much can practice anything we want. That's really good. I'm not licensed to do anything. I'm licensed to do things that have nothing to do with healing. So it's good. But we wanted to get the CEU credits for those who do need that, and that's how we do that. Yes?
It's good to integrate with other modalities like Reiki.
Well, here's what we found out. And the fact that I partnered with a 20-year Reiki master and teacher, what we found is a lot, more than half my students practice Reiki. And I did take Reiki once to get an idea what it's about. And so what was happening is some of their clients weren't having the same results that I was having. Or they were going through that detox purge that you get with Reiki. So how my good friend described it is Reiki is more, it's spiritual, yes, but it is an earth-based modality. They don't play well together. You're contradicting each other. Because this is very much like, I'm a seer, so all the angels come in. You know, there's a point I leave the clients alone for 5 minutes. I call them the angel forks, and they come in, and sometimes my clients feel touch and whatnot. I work in an angelic realm. And so we're kind of here, and Reiki's more of an earth-based. You know, it's very grounding, very, very good grounding. At the very end, you might give someone a little Reiki to ground them, but I use the Om forks. I'm still using vibration. So we have discovered that if you mix the two, they're just crossing each other out. Now, if you practice IET, I have students who are IET people, and that, it plays well with IET, because that is an angelic clearing. So it does play well with IET. But it's a standalone. It's, it goes back, we're finding that, the ancient Greeks and so many people have played with these frequencies in various ways before. If the old twin towers were supposed to be side by side, which, we lost those twin towers. They were supposed to be side by side. They had to put them like this because if they didn't, they would have vibrated off each other. They would have acted like a tuning fork. Yeah. There's something we teach in the class. There's force resonance, there's dissonance, and a regular resonance. And what it is, for instance, if I had two tuning forks that, I'm going to use really low rounded numbers for simplicity, two tuning forks that were vibrating at 100 hertz, and one that was vibrating at 110 hertz. If I tapped this one next to it would start vibrating at 100 hertz because they're the same. The other one wouldn't because it's a different frequency. And that's kind of what happens when you raise your vibration. You'll find that some of your friends and family, you kind of separate. You're not, and it's all good. You separate with love. They might not get it, but it's the classic thing where if you go out to lunch with your girlfriend and you're having a great day, you're up here and she's down here and she's complaining, she starts to bring you down. So, if we allow it, yes.
We have to stay up there and bring them up.
Well, that's the two different types of resonance. So, and that's the idea. Mm-hmm.
Can you give a couple little tips and tricks?
Yes.
With what to own for?
Yes.
How to.
Yep. Okay. First of all, never touch the times. If you touch the times, you'll stop the vibration. If you touch here, you'll stop it right away. Here, you'll stop it over. Always touch the stem. All right. You want to find a spot. For me personally, I happen to have a nice little bit of meat on the outside of my hand, so I use that. It bounces off. You want to give it play. You don't want to choke down on the stem. You want to give it some play, and it can bounce off of that. A really good thing is a tennis ball. You can use a tennis ball. I've seen people use their knee and whatnot. That doesn't work for me. That kind of hurts. I also have some students who go here. I think, Kristen, you go here, right? Yeah. You can go here. You go there. You can go here. If you have a hockey puck, so when you get the full set, it comes with a sounding puck. This is the sounding puck, aka hockey puck. When you use the hockey puck is great for these forks, the non-weighted forks. And again, you hold it like remember when we were kids, you make a pencil look like rubber, hold it really light, don't choke up on it, don't touch the tines, let it bounce off. This doesn't work for this, it's too dull. But if you turn it on its side, a tennis ball is a really good thing because you want something that it can bounce off of. And even when you're using a puck, you can't lay it flat on something hard. You should be able to lay a little, kind of like you put a singing ball on a little pad. You want to put it on a little pad or roll a little towel over so it has give. So you want to give on both ends. The more give you have on both ends, the better vibration you're going to get. When you put it to your ears, you want the hole to go to your ear. Hole of your ear, hole of the fork, not this way. When you use it on the body,
Old puck.
Yeah, old puck. You and I have got to get together with a bottle of wine, honey.
It's our next live stream, folks.
She'll be finding all kinds of uses for this person. All sound therapy does release some nitric oxide. So you have to be careful, though, that you don't release too much nitric oxide. There's a whole chart I showed you in the class about puffing. Okay, so you can actually overstimulate a chakra or a muscle or a nerve. So when you do this, and this is what they found in science. So when you hit a point, hit it once, that's okay. Hit it twice, that's okay. Don't hit it a third time. Never go to the same place 3 times in a row. Never do more than 2 times in one place. Now you can come off a little bit and go like to the next point or the next meridian, but don't overstimulate the area because later you're going to feel it in not necessarily a good way. You just don't want to overstimulate, just like any nerve or anything.
I mean, this does work on the nervous system. What it does is it balances the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system as well. It's a lot of things, you know. It's way too much to get into here. That's why we have class, you know. We teach you all the science and all the medical stuff behind it. But yeah, so those are tips with that. I carry one in my purse, so if I run into a friend or something, you know, who's got an issue, I can kind of get right in there. It's a really great tool for meditation. I have college students who, they deal with anxiety. A lot of these kids are on Xanax, what's the other one? Ativan, yeah, that one. So they do this instead. You know, and they're just like at night, you know, it helps them sleep and helps them relax. It's a meditative tool. This you can do this as much as you want. You're not going to do anything. You can go to your ears as much as you want. You know, before you meditate, after you meditate. If you're ever feeling out of body, like you're just way up here and you can't get down, you need to be grounded, and you can't get someplace you can put your feet in the dirt, put this on your feet and ground yourself. Use that kidney point. Do you know the kidney point? K1 down the very, very bottom of your foot there. Ground yourself. It's a grounding tool. That's what we use it for. It's also a relaxation tool. So we carry a lot of stress in our shoulders, so that's a great place to use it. You can also, you can work a little third eye here. You can go this way. You can go this way. Antenna. Woo!
Have you ever tried it on the,
And the occipital lobe. Yeah, that's it. I do 3 points of light.
Thank you.
Okay, so I do here, and here. Okay? So that's it.
How would you use it for your eyes?
For your eyes, I would work around here. Okay? Again, don't overstimulate it. You'll start to give yourself a little vibrational facelift when you do that. So you're going to come in here. You know, obviously don't come into this real soft spot here. Stay on the bone.
Have you done healing with people for eyesight and it's improved?
I can tell you personally, my eyesight has improved. So just being around the vibrations, and I think that's more the arpeggios, those higher frequencies. I can tell you that. Excuse me? Oh, you know what? I have some clients that are deaf, or like they wear hearing aids. I work with people in senior living homes, old folks' homes, stuff like Alzheimer's patients, and they have they can't hear when they take them out. Like my one client, she would tell me, once I take these out, honey, I can't hear you at all, so don't even bother talking to me. But she can hear the forks. She feels the vibration and she hears the forks, but she can't hear if I talk to her. And then she falls asleep. No, this puts a lot of people to sleep. So, not necessarily this, a little more of some of the forks I use in the next level, but she goes to sleep. I have been going into the fellowship home, assisted living home, helping people with Alzheimer's. And I worked on this one woman's husband. The very first time I worked on him, I got an email the next day saying he picked up watercolors and started creating and painting, and there were beautiful pictures when I saw them. She said he hasn't done that in like 30 years. So he's early stages, but she finds it's really helping him. And I go to them. I don't go out of my home too often. I have a 42-pound table, and I'm not that strong. But I do, you know, when I have to, and I go over to them at their assisted living home, and it's been helping him.
What is the main health issue that you find is resolved?
Well, I can tell you this from purely a clinical, medical standpoint. All research and all doctors will agree on this, that sound therapy, whether it's this or other sound therapies, does reduce stress. Okay, so they also tell you that stress is the #1 underlying cause of all disease. So if stress is the underlying cause of disease, and doctors even say, the AMA even says, that sound therapy helps reduce stress. Why they don't see us as serious practitioners, I will never know. But if you go into a lot of cancer centers, they do have sound therapy, they do have singing bowls and things like that in there. The problem I have with that is, I used to go to Mitch Gone Bass, and they're really awesome. Once I started this, I was not enjoying them. Because these are vibrating so high, and again, those are more earth-based tones. I mean, that's what the ancestors used in the didgeridoos and things like that. You know, I spent, no idea what these sound therapists cost. I mean, some of them are $500 for a session, and just to check them out, I went. And even Alexander, who's this, kind of the god of all of this, I was like, yeah, really? That's it? And I think what happens is once you get aligned to these higher frequencies, that's bringing you down to a lower frequency. Now, some people will never like this because they're always at that lower frequency, and I think it has to do with advanced souls. I find a lot of people coming across my table are more advanced souls, so they're vibrating higher. Maybe newer souls or people who, I'll tell you, in our last class we had 2 shamanic practitioners came through. I was blown away because he came to one of my meditations, and in my meditations I call in angels and ascended masters and I do some channeling, blah, blah, blah. So he was like, I'd never heard of any of these people. He never heard of Saint Germain, he never heard of Archangel Michael. I mean, he says, I work with sticks and twigs, the sun and the moon and the earth. He's a shamanic practitioner. He's traveled to Peru and all these places, and so is his wife, and she's actually a Qigong practitioner. But yet they love this because they have other clients that don't register with that stuff, and they're using it. And honestly, Larry was the fastest. He picked this up faster than anyone. He came back like within a week to get certified. So, and he uses it. The shamanic practitioner is now using this stuff. And he uses it, what he does is, his treatments is that are about 2 hours, and then what at the end is when he does this, because then he brings in the light. He uses his shamanic stuff to release all their crap, but then he wants to fill them with light, because he's taking stuff out of them, and now he wants to fill them with light. So, yeah, and it's just, I'm just finding it's working for so many people and practitioners on so many levels, which is why I couldn't keep it to myself anymore. We had to get it out there. And I should tell you that the class we're taking at the Himalaya Institute, if you can take it, please do, because we're not offering level 1 again for a little while, because we need to start working on level 2. Because we have enough people at level 1. I think I have about 18 people who are certified now, and they're like champing at the bit. When are you going to do 2? When are you going to do 2? And it's only fair that they get out there to do 2, because they can help even more. So we're going to take a little break in level 1 for a little while. So take it now, so then you can take level 2. And hopefully we'll roll level 2 out in November. Chris is like, oh great, you're probably more and more. So I just said, let's just do it, and then we figure it out. It's just, we allow Spirit to guide us and do it, and we know that Spirit guided us here, because honestly, you guys are a phenomenal group.
Is there a window of time that you want after someone got level 1 to wait to do?
Yeah, that's why we waited. We wanted all these people to practice for a while.
Well, if you know someone who got level 1 and it really resonated with them, can they do that level 2?
Yeah, it depends. You'll know. You become more intuitive when you become a practitioner of this. Clients become more intuitive, and you become more intuitive. Because one of the things is, as you're giving them sounds, you always have to give yourself some sound too. So you become more. You're going to know if you're ready. You're definitely. Well, first of all, you're going to have to pass the test, and you're going to know if you're ready. Some people aren't. I have some people who took it and they come from a completely different background than all of you, and they just lost their job, and they just figured this is going to replace their job. And they're not getting it, because they're coming in with the wrong reason. They're coming in, what's the ROI? Well, how soon am I going to make my money back? They're not coming in, how do you serve? And the irony is, the gals who came in, not ever asking that, how do I serve? A couple of them from Bergen County, New Jersey, they're in New York City. They charge twice what I charge, and they're only doing a level 1. I do a level 3. But in the area I am, I charge about $125 for a 90-minute session. They're charging twice that, where they're at for a level 1, which is less than an hour, because they can.
When you take the level 1, do you buy the tuning forks then?
Yeah, we're going to bring tuning forks with us to the Institute, and you can buy them directly there from us. So, yeah. You can order them on my website too, but then you got to pay tax and shipping. So if you can buy them in person, buy them in person. Or if there's some of you who ran out of stuff, we're only an hour away. It was a beautiful drive. If you ever want to come out for a session, there's myself and there's other practitioners there too. And I'll be ordering new tuning forks from everybody. Yeah. So because they, we get a little. It almost doesn't have a crystal on it, because these all have crystals on the back and the color banding. So that's something else you're not going to get anywhere on the internet. That's something we do. Yes.
The biggest healing we can all do in this nation and we convince ourselves we're stressed, not stressed, somewhat stressed, and oh, finally I'm not stressed, and oh, I may get stressed tomorrow, and then there's more stress. So, since the Creator created us calm, tranquil, peaceful, serene, we just have to say, I am not calm, how do I get centered? How do I get more calm, more serene, more tranquil, more peaceful, more relaxed? Like, yeah, we almost have to forget this psychology word, the S word, and say, what we want more of. We want more calmness, more tranquility, more serenity.
That's what this does. This does naturally bring, like Diane said, and you're just calm. Things don't stress you out anymore. I mean, certainly we all have things that might trigger, but it just makes you calmer and you can handle things better. But we're all human, so certainly we want to express things. Well, I have a couple students who don't think we're human, they think we're aliens. Sure don't. So, yeah.
I always get when you did the lower show, I visualized that one tone was the same tone in Encounters of the Third Kind with Richard Grice's.
Thank you. That was very nice. I appreciate it.
Come out and they chose him to go on board.
Well, this is the lowest tone. That was the
That was it.
earth tone. That is